So my full name is Alan McCandless, and I'm currently a junior refinance agent. One of the problems I've recently faced, making it kind of difficult to originate loans, is having to deal with borrowers who they come off really strong at the beginning and they sound like they know everything. And obviously, as being someone newer in the industry, it can be a little bit overwhelming. So just trying to figure out how to deal with someone who sounds like they know a little bit more than I might even know. There's some pain points that came from that problem of dealing with those borrowers who seem a little bit more knowledgeable, is that it definitely, shook my confidence up and, makes me kind of uncomfortable on calls. So it's hard to get through those calls and to, really be able to actually do my job, which is, trying to see if I can even find a solution for what they're looking for. Some other content that I have looked at or some other advice I've received before looking into Sales Remastered, mostly just speaking with current management and training staff, trying to see ways that they have done it in their experience. I did get the book from Jordan Belfort for The Wolf of Wall Street. So that's some other things that I've used to try to help me build my experience and my knowledge in this. Sales Remastered definitely is different than the other sources I've used. One of the biggest things I think is that it's not as much as a sale as it is learning how to connect with people and how to maneuver the conversation so that you are able to see what's really, really needed from someone, and that way you can get the best results that fits them. I first heard about Sales Remastered from an old manager of mine. I was a customer service rep, so I was just getting started in the business, and they emailed me a video of Daniel Nycart and the Sales Remastered, and they encouraged us to watch it just to prepare ourselves for, obviously wanting to become a loan agent in the future. My main concern at first with trying some of the techniques with Sales Remastered is I felt that I was so green and inexperienced and not as knowledgeable in some products. So I felt like it was something that was maybe for someone who knew a little bit more and could present themselves a little bit better than I could, just having started and being a junior refinance agent. For me, what put those fears to rest was just seeing that it didn't really matter. People who were well experienced in the industry and people who were just getting started were both using some of those techniques around me, and just being able to see the results and the team members that all went up with me, it made me realize that it was something that I definitely have to start using and practicing so I can get to that point of knowledge and experience. What made me use Sales Remastered teachings over the other resources, just going back to seeing the results around me, I noticed that people that were getting awards and having a lot of success in those actual funding loans, a lot of them were using Sales Remastered teachings, and to me that just kind of says it all. You're able to see the fruits of the labor from that, so that's what made me decide to start utilizing it as well. I've definitely seen more confidence and been able to feel more confident on the phone. I've had borrowers personally thank me and tell me that I seem really knowledgeable, and it's kind of funny because I know I'm just getting started, but it's awesome to know that they don't see that, and that to them I come off experienced and knowledgeable, and it's just basically been because of the teachings I've had. But I also feel like I've been able to connect better with borrowers and to get a little bit more empathy and to show that empathy so that they can kind of see that I'm different than any other loan agent that's just maybe trying to sell them something, but I'm actually trying to help them. I've definitely noticed that my phone calls are a lot smoother. I'm not as nervous before I'm even on a call. I used to kind of almost dread hearing that I'm getting a call, so now I just am able to approach them a lot more smoother and confident, and I'm always excited to be able to speak to that next person and see what I can do to help them out. What surprised me most about using the teachings of Sales Remastered was that it wasn't sales. At first I was thinking it was going to be mostly like techniques, how to pitch something, and you kind of like almost push it out a borrower to get them to buy it, but it's more so just almost like therapy in a way. You're kind of having them open up to you so you can best know how to take care of them. and that I can just think of like a doctor analogy is the best way to put it. You definitely have to take a look at the content. It's way different than anything else out there in terms of teaching someone how to be a better salesman. Like I said, it's not even so much of a sale as just learning how to better speak to people and get them to open up to you so you can really see what it is that you can provide for them. And I don't think I've ever had anything teach me those kind of techniques like Sales Remastered.